Kevin O'Leary warns chaos is about to begin for U.S. economy. Wake up and smell the roses. This is a Fox Business story. Kevin O'Leary, chairman of O'Leary Ventures and Shark Tank star, cautions that the U.S. economy is on the brink of chaos due to Biden administration policy, saying the month of September is going to be chaotic for the economy. He highlights the disparity in government aid, stating, we've given nothing to small businesses. O'Leary warns of the impact of small business from rising interest rates, noting Fed is raising rates up to 5.5% in a matter of months. O'Leary expresses concerns for small businesses, access to financing, stating if you're in the S&P 500, you have no trouble financing your business. You can't say that about small businesses anymore. The cost of capital has gone through the roof. He predicts a reduction in regional banks from 4,100 to 2,000. That's 50%, leading to a public worry about deposits and stating you're only guaranteed $250,000. O'Leary urges support for small businesses, recommending an extension of the employee retention credit, saying wake up to the importance of small businesses, providing 60% of jobs in America. Tom, what are your thoughts on this?
Well, there's a couple of things with Kevin O'Leary. And I'm going to take three of them. Self-interest, Chicken Little, and the truth. So I feel like Karnak. Remember Johnny Carson, Karnak the Magnificent, would say three things and then answer them. So let's start with, Chicken Little. The sky is falling. There's things about that happening in the economy, and that's very, very true. Very true what's going on. But the second part he talks about is the employee retention credit. He's been involved and he's been pimping for. He does all these commercials for that. So he wants extension of the employee retention credit, and he's running a service bureau, PBD, that makes him money as the spokesman. So this is not the first time, like FTX, where Kevin O'Leary's been a spokesperson that seems to have colored his public comments. But the one thing he's talking about, he's right on the truth part on the economy. So setting aside from Chicken Little grabbing headlines, setting aside from he's actually as a service bureau and getting paid on the employee retention credit, and there's a little conflict of interest there, he's right about the economy and small business. Credit cards are at $1 trillion. Job growth is actually slowing. Interest rates are for houses, even for good credit, around 8% now for a 30-year fixed. And the housing sales is slow, not coming back. And he's right. When those interest rates are up there, can you imagine what it's like for a small business person if it's an 8% mortgage? And a mortgage, member, is backed up with a collateral called the house. Well, small business people walking in are looking at 10, 11, and 12% loans right now from banks. So he's right about that. And we already know about the commercial real estate that's going to be pinching the regional banks, and the big banks are just going to buy them up for discounted big stacks of commercial real estate. So he's right about that. And I think that what we're seeing here is inflation still being stubborn at about 3.5%. We're going to get another quarter point in one of the two upcoming meetings of the Fed, which means that the interest rates aren't going to go down anytime soon. So there's a lot of truth in what he's saying is that the end of Q3 and going into holiday season, I'd like to know, and I'm waiting with bated breath to see what Black Friday is going to look like with credit cards already at $1 trillion. I feel like the consumer is running out of gas, and he's right. Those consumers who are running small businesses got to fund their own stuff too.
I like you gave sort of a spectrum of where he is. You called it the Chicken Little, then you called it the what?
Self-interest.
Self-interest, bingo. And what's the third one?
And the third one is the truth, because there's truth in these stats.
Truth. I went right to number two because the self-interest side of things. There's a business model for this. I would call these are like the financial shock jocks, the doomsday preppers of finance, is that they are motivated not to be prognosticators or what you call Johnny Carson's back in the day. What do you call them?
Well, I was saying when I said three things, it's like Karnak. Karnak Magnificent used to say, three things and then give you three answers that were funny.
I just needed the Karnak. Thanks, bud. But basically, he's predicting the downfall of the economy. So if that is the case, Kevin O'Leary, put your money where your mouth is, sir. Do the Michael Burry thing. Go ahead and short the market. Do the big short. Because anyone can just go out there and be like, the sky is falling.
I love that.
The sky is falling. And basically prey on people to buy your products. What's the product you said he's selling?
Employee retention credits. He's a spokesperson for.
There you go.
Have you got your employee retention credit yet?
The reason I would respect someone like Michael Burry on this podcast is because he called it in 2008, put his money where his mouth is, did
Doing
The
it
Big
again.
Short, did a movie, and did it now again.
Hundreds of $1 million worth.
Exactly. So unless you're that dude that is actually going to be like, the economy's going downward, there's going to be in a recession, and you put your money and you short the market, shut your freaking mouth. And I respect Kevin O'Leary, but anyone could just, the economy's this, the recession's this. It's like, the reality is nobody actually knows. Nobody actually knows. So unless you put your money where your mouth is, it's all just hot air. And that's what I'm saying. I wish, this is my last point, I wish there was some accountability for people who are these financial shock jocks, doomsday preppers of finance, that we circle back and be like, hey, Kevin, you said the economy was going to tank. It's actually up 20% this year. What do you say about that? Like, where's that?
We would all be part of that camp, by the way, just so you know. We would be part of that camp. We've talked about what could happen to the market, to the economy. But you know what it is? A part of it, for what you're saying with Michael Burry, there's a reason why Michael has that kind of respect.
So if you like this clip and you want to watch another one, click right here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click right here.